Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today on BeamNG Drive. We're going to be taking a look at some more custom scenarios. These ones in particular focusing on the different gravity settings that you can put onto this game. Now, this has been around for a little while. I've never personally particularly played around with sliders. However, I saw these sort of specific gravitational stunting scenarios, I think as they're called, and figured I would have a go and see what they were like. So we're going to start off trying to drive a car with essentially Jupiter's gravity. Now, of course, the interesting challenge with this one being Jupiter's gravity is considerably stronger than that of Earth. In fact, it is 3 times that of normal. I don't know if that is scientifically accurate or whether that's just made up for this game, but either way, we've got a lot more gravity. You can actually see the way that it is pushing the car into the ground. Now, that is good news in terms of grip. We will actually have a lot of grip, a lot of traction in this car, which is really rather nice. In fact, it does mean that if we go across any... In fact, we've got so much grip, the car is... It's almost like someone's playing the footage on fast forward, the way the car changed direction. It's super responsive, although that... Oh dear. Okay, I might have been prattling around with it a little bit too much, and if things go wrong, you don't... in fact, you can kind of see it's very weird trying to climb back up a hill again. If things go wrong, it crashes in a really weird way because the car is just being pushed down into the ground so strongly. I'm not actually sure we can get back up this hill, you know. Wait, oh, where's a gear? There's a neutral. Forward. Yeah, I don't actually know if we can climb back up again. Okay, that might not quite have gone particularly well to plan. Let's have another go. Right. We can't really get away with making any little mistakes, and the mistakes are going to be slightly different ones, the ones that you would make normally, because yeah, we can get away with some stuff. I love how much the momentum is killed. I did have to go on the brakes slightly because I started wandering wide, but how much the momentum is killed by going uphill simply because of this gravity. Now we have got to really slow the car down here for this turn. There we go. The change of direction is almost cartoonesque going on here. Remember to change gears as well. Don't know quite how much speed we can get away with through these corners. Quite a lot, I would imagine. But I've got to be really careful, because if we do end up out wide and across the bumps and so on, that is not going to be a happy place really for our car. This is where we're going to lose a lot of speed going uphill, or it does struggle a little bit with those, and you've got to bear in mind this is a super powerful car here that we are tackling this course with, a very quick car, and even this is starting to lose a fair bit of momentum going up these hills. These crazy levels of grip as you go around these corners. It does not feel like, well, does not feel like Beam anymore. You're carrying just such stupid levels of speed. Where am I going here? I don't know, dear. Oh, okay. That's not quite ideal. We might have had to have slowed down a little bit more before trying to tackle that. I didn't know how much speed we were going to need getting up here. Probably a fair bit. In fact, I think it's actually coming towards the very end of the course, typically. But those bricks, whatever you want to call them, being dropped down there are not something that I really want to have an argument with. Something that, you know, as we've seen in these previous runs, you don't really get away with small crashes. I doubt I'm going to be able to push them out of the way, or I say I'm sure I'll be able to push them out of the way, but it's likely to kill my car in the process. Oh god, I'm not quite sure what is going on with the day and night cycle. Does Jupiter have a really quick day and night cycle? Possibly, I guess. That was I ended up in a bush. Bush is not a good place to be in this. It just breaks the cars completely. It's just really weird. I love watching it go across bumps. It's just so unnatural to what I'm used to seeing cars do on, well, this and in any other game, basically, because of the incredibly high gravity. Brakes, stop the car, get it. It's quite good for when you're not worried about terrifyingly crashing into something. It is actually quite good fun to drive because of the level of grip. Let's get some headlights on so that when it does suddenly go dark on me, we might be able to see a little bit further down the road. it's yeah, certainly an interesting thing trying to get used to this being able to carry so much speed into some of these areas. We actually might not even need to go on the brakes up here. Yeah, you just lift off and let it coast uphill. We'll do the trick, and then we'll carry some super speed through there. Alright, we've only got a few more corners to worry about here as we bounce our way slightly. About the most bouncy I've seen a car get on this gravitational setting. Going off-road there was probably not a good idea, but never mind. We have made it. Nevertheless, now this is where things get a little bit challenging. I could do with some lights to see where on earth I am going. Ooh. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this bit quickly. Alright, this is going to be the one, I think. This is going to be, this is it. We're going to make it on this run through our Jupiter course. Try to carry as much speed as we can, and we can be flat out pretty much all the way down here. As we come to the bottom, that's where we've got to get on the brakes and then chuck the car in through the next part. It carries a lot of a stupid amount of speed basically through these corners. Now make sure that we actually hit this checkpoint. It is always helpful. It's quite easy trying to cut that corner and trying to take as tighter a line as you can. You can end up getting in trouble down there, so make sure that we actually do hit it. Now as we are going to start racing uphill, let off the throttle, let the gravity do the work of slowing the car down for you, and then straight on the brakes there, because otherwise that's a really tight corner. It's a slightly deceptively tight turn as well. Alright, on the brakes once more through here. We will have to, while there is a lot of grip, we do still have to worry about getting on the brakes and so on. Okay, can we get away with... No, we can't, so we have to go down this side. Now we will have to be... It doesn't look like the stuff falls down, so it does look like it's almost randomised where it's placed. We will have to be slower through there. I don't have another choice in all of that, because otherwise we're never going to make it. Come on, car! You can do it! You can do it! Well... we went splat. Okay, so we don't actually have to... I thought we were going to have to actually clear a jump, so we do just have to have a little lift at the end of that one to make sure that you get through. My maximum speed was 138.38 miles an hour. Pretty pleased with that one, actually. That's a really good, fun course to drive with the gravity set as it is. I would like to be able to have a look at what's left of my car, but I suspect it's not going to... Okay, there we go. I don't know if I can get away with this. It's not like a free roam option anymore. Yeah, it's a really good fun scenario to drive because of the crazy levels of grip that the car has going on. It's actually really interesting to throw it through the corners. A very rewarding circuit to drive quickly, and yeah, I like it. I really do quite like it. The end is a little bit arsey, but there we go. Right, on to the next one. So, up next, we are heading to, well, Mars, essentially. We're going to be driving with Mars gravity. So, as you can see, unlike the previous one, while we've still got the same high-powered four-wheel drive car, we do not have the gravity pushing our car into the road anywhere near as much, which makes everything very light and very floaty and liable to tumble into a barrier. Okay, well that's a good start. That's a great start. I may not quite have realised there was a barrier on the other side of that jump, and... well, we're on our roof. Look, it was going to happen. There was always going to be a car upside. In fact, there's going to be many cars upside down. You should know that by now when it comes to my videos. So it was, yeah, it was bound to happen sooner rather than later. So let us, if we actually aim the car more this way. Oh, this is bad. This is not looking good at all. Well, I mean, I guess we made it through there. Not perhaps the... ooh, Christ, we've suddenly found a little bit of grip. Well, let's use this as an explorative run. Now, do we want to be quick up here or slow up here? I don't know. We're booting it and going to see what happens. Do we have to be going fast? Oh, we may have lost both of our front tyres. Yeah, quick is... oh, that might be not quite the ideal of landings. Uh-oh, we're going to go backwards into a barrier, and that's killed our engine. Not that it's a very good start to the run anyway. That's a wreck. Okay, so we have got to first of all, get this opening jump right. We've got to make sure... Oh, no, God, the turning is so weird. Well, that's us dead. 10 seconds is all it took to break the radiator and completely and utterly bend up the wheels. Having a car with, well, this much kind of traction and what would normally be a lot of grip in this gravity setting, you'll be turning a corner and you'll suddenly find there is grip or a lack of grip when you're not expecting it, and it's this catching you out nature that does make it a little bit on the difficult side. There we go, that's neatly done. A little bouncy on the landing. I don't think there's much we can do about that one. Now, last time I did just floor it up here, and I don't know if that's a good idea, so we're going to go for sort of medium throttle. We need enough to make the actual jump perfect. Now, just a nice smooth landing. A smooth landing car, and then we try and slow you down. Yes, that's the ticket, and then feed it through the barriers. Haha! There we go. We have made it across the big jump. That actually worked out relatively smoothly. That barrier's in a really nasty place. Oh, bugger, now we have another jump. I don't know what we want to do over this one. Trial and error. Oh, God, or we can roll coming onto the ramp. That is also a very distinct possibility. If we go for kind of medium speed on this one, I'm thinking sort of 70-ish miles an hour. That's not enough. That's not enough miles an hour. Ooh. Where the bloody hell are we going to land that one? Okay, that's quite nasty. I've just seen the landing zone for it. It is very nasty. Okay, so we do need to boot it up that one. We do need to go full throttle up the second ramp. So the first one, I didn't actually pay attention to what speed I left it at. Probably should have done. We don't need to go full throttle, though. I mean, I think we do. I mean, we'll make it full throttle, no problem. The issue we're going to have is it might get bouncy on the landing, and whether we'll have enough time to slow the car down for the corner. It's yeah, because of the angle of the ramp is very well done. It'll be, you know, the car will be able to do a relatively smooth landing, but it's whether we have enough time with the wheels on the ground to slow the vehicle down, or we're going to roll again before we make it there, or oh, off the top of the barrier. The engine in this car is getting damaged quite easily. Right, now we are on the ramp. Time to put foot down and see how fast we can leave the area. Again, we have killed a tyre. How the bloody hell am I ever going to land this one neatly? Oh, God. I think I need to go more to the right. I think that's what we need to do. I think the problem that I'm having is that I am landing... I'm trying to jump across the track, whereas I would be better off not sort of jumping diagonally across the track. I'm not making that turn ever. There's never... Oopsie! Well, that was quite a spectacular pirouette. We're fine. We're good. Yeah? We're cool. Car got working steering. Sure, we'll see if we can complete the run like that then. Yeah, I don't know how I'm ever going to complete that other big jump. There's no nice like landing platform like we have here. Well, that was actually going quick enough. Ooh! Oh, okay, it wasn't quite as low as I thought. I thought we were going to go just under, or have the front go underneath the platform, which is going to skewer the roof of the car. We didn't. By a few millimeters, I think, that one. Okay, that might be a little too much. Oh, crap, don't put the brakes on in the air, because otherwise we're going to go nose first in the landing, and then we're going to roll. Whoops. Again, with the rolls. I mean, oh, no, actually, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay from all of that. No, car, bad car, wrong way. Can you? Oh, I can't use because it's a scenario, I can't use the control and drag to recover it. That's a little bit disappointing. So, we're going to try. I don't know whether this is going to work whatsoever. We're going to try. Now, keep the nose up, nose up. We're twisting in the air ever so slightly. Oh, again, the engine's damaged. Okay, we need to be more committed. We need to be more committed to jumping off to the right-hand side. I thought we were going to overshoot and end up in the trees, but we actually do need to be more committed. Here we go, across this jump. We do need to get the nose down ever so slightly. Oh, that was a few millimeters to spare there. Brakes. There we go. Oh, I'm pushing my luck so much on that landing. But I did that one there fine. Like our second try, we got that one fine. And now it's really, really scary every other attempt. Okay, car. Here we go then. We're going to be launching you off to the side. Okay, we've really got to make sure. Got to make sure we get the checkpoint. We don't want to fall off too soon, but we'll launch it this way. Okay, car, here we go. Now, balance it. That's too much. Ah, getting so close to where I want to land it, but even then I don't know how it's going to survive that impact. I will throw cars at it until something sticks or doesn't stick. Okay, so we want to go not quite at the same angle as we did last time. That is looking... Okay, it's looking close. Get the front end up. No, you see, we actually didn't make it this time. I don't know how to do that bit. I have no idea how to get the car to land there. My only last hope, because that landed pretty smoothly, and that just killed the engine. Now, my final hope is we're going to deliberately nosedive the car. Now, it'll probably kill the radiator. It may well kill the not the engine. It may well kill the steering. But if we nosedive the car, it might just keep the engine alive. It might just be enough to keep the engine going. But whether we'll be able to make it to the finish or not, I don't know. That was also a really lucky... Oh, it's going to break. Damn it. I did a really good save initially, got it back on the road. That was a really impressive crash. I quite like that one, apart from the fact that it ended my kind of attempt. We are going to... Again, we're going to have to go for that angle, and then I'm just going to sort of yank on the brakes and hope, basically. Hope that by getting the car going nose first, it might be enough. And then we've also got to not only hope that this might be enough to have the car survive, we've also got to hope that it lands on its wheels. So, here we go. Go for a bit of a nose first impact. Ooh, radiator damaged. But, critically, the engine isn't... Oh, physics. Screw you! Screw you, game physics! It got caught on the barrier. Here we go again with the nosedive technique. Now, I'm not actually going to carry too much speed on the way off here because I need as much road as I can to try and slow the car down. Ugh! No! Oh, arse. Arse, 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 arse. It got the engine on the way back. Maybe we can coast our way through to the finish line. Coast, car! Come on! No! It wasn't far enough nose down, that one. The steering is going to be wrecked after what I am trying to do here. I know that, but we saw from that last attempt that it is going to be still usable. It's still hopefully going to be enough to get me to the finish line. And I don't care about the radiator. We're not going to overheat enough to cause a problem. Now we are twisting ever so slightly towards the fence. Oh, maybe we need to go in at a less steep angle. Maybe that's the... Maybe the... Do we need to go... Okay. There are two trains of thoughts going on at the moment. If we go in at a steeper angle, we're likely to flip the car forwards. Now, that runs the risk, of course, of it landing on its roof, which is not what we want. If we go in at a shallower angle, again, we're hitting with the front end of the car, but it's bouncing it back onto the engine, which is, well, killing that. So, I think we might have to go steeper and really hope that all of the energy gets taken out by the initial impact on the front of the car, and hope that by the time it comes, or hell, if it can skid down the road on its nose for a little while, lose as much of the energy, as much of the momentum as it can before coming back to land on the back wheels, that would be good. Basically, that is kind of what we want to aim for here. We've got to judge, we've got to balance speed and angle and, well, the gravity flinging the car forwards. Now, this is looking pretty promising, so we're going to go in at a steeper angle here. Okay, lose that energy. There we go. Perfect. Now, don't roll. Don't roll. Come back over, car. Come back to me. Come back to me. No, 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 no! You stupid bloody thing. The steeper angle is working, though. The steeper angle is the way to do it. But as you see there, the risk that you run with this is that it's more likely to roll over. We are so close. I wonder if less speed actually coming off the end here might be a good idea. Okay, here we go. Oh, we need enough speed though to get into the sand trap. There we go, right. Heavy nose impact. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. The radiator is gone, but we don't need to worry about that. It's not going to overheat. by the time we have to get to the finish line. In fact, the front of this car has survived quite well in all of this. The steering isn't that bad, despite that relatively high-speed land on the nose. Oh, God, make it around the corner here. We will, maybe, make the turn. Come on, car. Please turn to the left. Please turn to the left. I see the finish line. I see where we are going to try and get... Oh, no, wait. Brake. Okay, I do see the finish line. I didn't quite see the sharpness of the corner. I got carried away, okay? I got very carried away there. No, maybe not make that turn then. All right, we'll put it in reverse and go. That's the finish line. Spin the wheels. I don't care. We've made it. We have made it across, and that deserves some celebratory... celebratory donuts. Well, kind of. It's a bit too broken for celebratory donuts, I suspect. Oh, clonked. I clonked a rock. Well, there we go. I think if I click this and then... Okay, we go back to play. Oh, I can't... I just want to look at my car. That's all I want to do. Oh, okay, menu works. To have a look at the car anyway. Sure, we'll go with that. That is what is left of the vehicle here. It did the trick. It did what I needed it to do, the diving onto the nose. It stopped the momentum. I got the car down, didn't break the engine, and amazingly, the car actually functions pretty damn well, considering... I mean, look at the... We've got some mega camber and tow going on the front wheels, but it's still drivable. It still has fully functioning steering. So, well, that's a technique. There's probably a better way of doing it, but that works for me. Okay, we'll have a look at one more scenario. Okay, we can make that... Oh, that's a neutral. That's not a gear that we want to be in, particularly. I've done it again. We've made the turn, though, with a little bit of help of handbrake. Okay, this car actually doing pretty well with the old traction. Puts down plenty of its power. 75, shall we go for that? I don't actually, again, didn't notice what speed... Okay, no, we need a lot more speed than that. That was never, ever... Okay, we're not going to start the... I think if I try and restart it too quickly, it has little bits of issues. Let us try and not quite go so slow. This is actually a really tough one to judge because it is such a long jump. You do need a fair amount of... You need a fair amount of speed going down here, and a couple of miles an hour difference in your takeoff speed here does actually make a big difference to the... okay, let's have a little lift there. Maybe that will be enough. Or are we going to flatten the car on the edge of the platform? No. Okay, so that is pretty damn close to... No, come on, car. Come on, car. Oh, we broke a front wheel axle. That's going to roll and tumble and end up the wrong side of the barrier. This is an arsey jump. This is a really nasty section to be tackling. Oh, get round to here. This is actually also quite some difficult corners. With the slightly less gravity does not help in terms of getting the grip, whereas with the Jupiter car we could really throw that thing around and really carry some speed. This car I can't do that with, and then we've got really narrow corners to worry about. Oh, that was so close to being awful, but it worked. That was the fine line. Oh, wow. I've done a stupid thing there. The getting onto the platform was incredible. I did the fine line between perfect and having a terrible accident, and then I had a terrible accident on the next bit that should have been the easier part. I'm going to have to lift off, I think, at the very last second going up here if we want to make it there. That might be it. That might work. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's looking good. Looking good. Looking bad. Looking awful. Okay, bounce. Bounce. Roll over. Just any of these instructions you fancy following, car. Now would be a really... Of all of the times you skid around and don't bounce over once, it is the one time where I could do with you bouncing and rolling over. This is proving to be quite difficult. Right, here we go. This is it. We're lining it up. We're lovely and positioned. Oh no, we're too slow. We're far too slow, I think, on that one. I thought we were going quicker as we approached it. We were not. Goodbye, sunburst. That survives the landings actually really quite well. We ruptured the fuel tank. Oh dear. There might be some fire. quite a lot of fire, in fact, there. Okay, maybe that didn't quite survive the landings as well as I thought it did. Here we go. We are leaving the ramp at that magical 80-mile-an-hour mark. We are a little bit on the bouncy side on the landing. It's too bouncy. Okay, car, I need you to dig in and roll. If we can dig in and roll and just get lucky. Use the luck. Please, use the luck. Or not the luck. Fine, we'll sit on our side and do nothing down here. That also works for me. I'm really not sure what I can massively sort of do about this one other than hope and pray for luck. I kind of know the speed that I need to be aiming for. I think that might have been... I might have lifted off a little bit too much here. We're going straight into the end of it. Okay. You know, I said use the force. I was hoping to roll the car over, not to just kind of hold it in place here. That wasn't really the plan I had in mind. How has that worked? Well, almost took the wing mirror off. That is a good sign. I shall hope that is a lucky wall to have crashed into. Now, if we can not get caught on the magical force field, if we can please get the car actually landed. Oh. Now, don't bounce up again. Don't bounce up again. You can do a little bit of a bounce up. It was a magical wall! I have found how to do it! You have to try and take the wing mirror off on the left-hand side as you... Oh, God, the brakes don't work down here. Please stop the car. Thank you. I had horrible visions of having just spent forever trying to get that jump right, that we were then going to piss it up because I couldn't get it slowed down for a small ramp that I could see coming miles off. Right, we're going up here again. Please don't require me to do any more jumps. I'm all out of jumping skill. I have used the very last of it. Oh, bugger me. Where are we going now? That looks like a solid wall that we have to try and dodge out of the way of, or do we just drop down? Okay, we might just drop down. I can do with dropping... maybe I can't. I don't know, actually. I can't, because I've missed the pissing checkpoint. Wall, catch me! I mean... kind of. I guess. It stopped the car, just not really in time. Make sure you hit the magic wall. There we go. Well, that kind of bumped us out a little bit too much to the right there, but never mind. The magic wall has been crashed into. While it didn't try and steal our wing mirror, it tried to steal our front wheel. So I'm going to claim that as just as good, I think. Ooh. Yeah, it is. It is a completely and utterly magic wall. Careful now with the... No. We've removed bits of our car. Our front bumper has become our rear bumper, but that's okay with me. We're actually still going. Now, we need to make sure we slow down for this. Oh, that's actually quite neat and tidy, and now our front bumper, rear bumper has been removed entirely without it getting tangled underneath any wheels. That is actually all quite helpful. Okay, no, camera doesn't really like me trying to do that one, so let's not play around with that. We've got to be really accurate then on this checkpoint. It really doesn't like you sort of trying to just click the edge of it. So we've got to be really accurate. Now, this is where we're going to have to balance our speed, because I don't think we want to be going very fast at all around here. I think we want to be going as slowly as we can get away with running on this kind of wall area. So that has got us through the checkpoint. Fine. Now we are going to start falling off of this bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, front left wheel axle broken. No! No, car! Why would you betray me like that? Why would you do that after all we have been through? All we've been through! And you do that one on me. I am disappointed. Yes, I shall starve your engine of oil. Now, once more, we must crash into the magic wall, and this will be our final attempt at completing this level. Hopefully, we're probably not going to do it now because we are twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting and oh. Well, I mean, if we're going to go out, we might as well go out on a bang/roll. That is a hell of a roll. That is one hell of a spectacular roll, and we got the checkpoint. Now, just come on, land the dismount. Land the dismount, Sunburst, and then we can all go home happy. Oh, you fluffed it up. You fluffed it up. It was so close to being a truly epic ending. It still was pretty good. definitely crash of the day, that one. However, that is going to be it for a look at some of these gravitational stunting maps. They are good fun to mess around with, a little bit infuriating at times, yes, but good fun nevertheless. Can we bounce the car onto its side, or onto its wheels, I should say? It's on its side at the moment. I don't think we can. Bugger. Only we had four-wheel steer on this. Oh, it's so close. It's, not really so close, to be fair. Yeah, I'll link, as ever, the mod in the description, the scenarios, so you can download them, have a go with them yourself, get frustrated, and fling cars around with very little, or in some cases, lots of gravity. Either way, fun to mess about with some of these jumps, and you get some seriously spectacular crashes, even if your car betrays you by losing wheels. However, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not touching anything, the car's just dancing around. Until next time, goodbye. What is my car doing? I think it might have a mind of its own. I think we should perhaps be slightly worried.